Hey everyone, it's your girl Hannah Bianca again. Listen, so I used to have this really bad habit of keeping things that were almost finished, holding on to them, right? And not throwing it away. Like literally, I used to have an obsession with like that's a good thing I'm forgetting the name of the company because I mean every sale, every newsletter, they didn't have to have a sale. I was just in there every Friday. Bed Bath and Beyond, Bath and Body Works. Bath and Body Works is what it was. But you buy the three, you get two for free or discount, whatever. So anyway, I had all of these bottles of lotion, okay, because I stayed dry. And I would use the lotion and it would get to the very end. And it was like, I did not, like, why wouldn't I just use the rest of the lotion? You know what I mean? Or if it was at the very end, if I wasn't, because I would go and open up another lotion bottle. And I would just go and open up a new one and leave that little bit left. Judge me later. Okay. Judge me later. Or there would be a pen that would run out of ink. And instead of me throwing it in the trash or it's not writing properly or whatever, instead of me throwing it in the trash, I would keep it. Right. I'm like, what in the world is that about? So finally, anyway, this was years ago. And when I realized it, I finally got over that. But what made me think about this little problem that I used to have, is because the other day I was writing in my journal and my favorite color is purple. I was writing with one of my purple pens. I got one of these, right? So I have another one. And I was writing and literally I could see the ink ran out because I could see, there's no more ink. And I'm like, man, the ink ran out and I threw it in the trash. And I immediately thought like, number one, I'm delivered, right? I'm not holding no more pens. But then I began to think about how many things we hold on to in our lives that don't produce any value. How many things do we hold on to in our lives that it's truly run out? It is run out of course, but for some reason we still hold on to it. It made me think of how many of us are living our lives as a pen with no ink. We have the body, we show up, we look like something, we look like a pen, but nobody can use us. What good are we if we are not exhibiting and being used for the very thing that we've been called to do, for the very thing that we've been purposed to do? The purpose of a pen is to write. It cannot write unless it has ink. What do you have in you? What's already in you that you can use to be used? Are you a pen whose ink has run out? Are you entertaining conversations with people whose ink has run out? What are we entertaining? What are we? Are we pens with ink? Y'all get the analogy by now. Who are we being used by? If we're not being used to fully function in our fullest capacity, then what is the point? What happens when something it's not being used to its full capacity? What happens to that thing? My background's in HR, and I'll tell you that right away. When it's time for downsizing, when it's time for layoffs, one of the very first things that we do is to look at what positions do we no longer need. Now, mind you, we've been paying these people for all these years. Why now? Because it's time to draw a line in the sand, and we have to determine, listen, if we're going to keep going and we need to cut something, the first thing you're going to cut are the things that you no longer need. The first things that you're going to cut are the things that are no longer serving you value, right? So I'm encouraging you today that whatever it is that that's in you, whatever ink is in you, make sure you are utilizing it to your fullest capacity so that you can be of good use. All right, everybody, until next time, don't forget to command your day.